Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you all enjoying your day and y'all rested. You had a long day at work, so hope y'all here to listen to me on Missile Talks. Y'all see the thumbnail. So we got 4 shows to talk about. There's Love and Marriage Huntsville, Real Housewives of Potomac, The Mo, and Cherish the Day. So welcome. Hope y'all come in and enjoy. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Missile 14 and hit that notification bell and click on all so you'll be notified for all my content and my videos. Instagram is Mr. Grown. Twitter is TyMizzle_Grown. And then my Discord is Mizzle14 #3488. The description, the link to my Discord is in the description box down below. So click on the description box and you click on the thing and then come in and join my Discord. I do a lot of watch-alongs. We do discussions, having conversations. I'm very active on all these social media platforms, so there's no way you can say you can't get a hold of me. I am active here. So hopefully y'all come in and enjoy and give y'all opinions because we're about to get into y'all and everything. I got some things to say, and some people might get mad or not, but we'll see how it goes. I usually do shows update first, but hey, CM Boo, what's up? I usually do shows update first, but I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna go straight into the topics, but let's get into background music a little bit and see how your day going. How y'all day going? What's up? How y'all feeling? What's y'all initial thoughts about any one of these shows before we get into it? Because baby, we got things to talk about. All right, I'm about to get my face in the cam in a minute. Give y'all a chance to come in. What's up? And also, I don't know. I think it might be street y'all because I don't know why. Oh, they might follow me acting up. But when I come to street y'all, this bars when I get on and off. So if I don't be on camera that much, y'all, it's because of that. I just usually see my face talking audio. All right, hold on. Let me get some drink. Hey, Dominique Boo, how you been? It's been a while. How you been? It is lean 6 belt. Yes. All right. All right, let's get off of that. Hey, y'all, what's up? Yeah, so you got the old man today. What's going on? Yes, so if I turn off my camera, it's because this Wi-Fi signal is like kept doing it for a while. So hope y'all can still hear me and y'all can still get a great intensity of the show based on my voice. So like I said, I'm gonna go straight into doing the thing because there's gonna be some topics to the shows like Love and Marriage Huntsville and Real House of Potomac will probably be the longest one I go do because it's some things we got to discuss and have a conversation about. So I'm gonna try to make the Mo and Cherish Day quickly as possible so we can spend most of my time on the last 2 shows. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to dive right into it and let's get to the topics. And as for people coming in, y'all share your thoughts. People on Twitter, welcome for watching and reviewing my content. If you enjoy it, the profile link on my YouTube channel is on my page. So go to my page, follow me there, and subscribe to my channel. And also join my Discord. Okay, thank you. And every now and then you might see my face. It's just that the signal. All right, we're going to talk about the Mo first, then Cherish the Day, then Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then lastly, Real Housewives of Potomac, because Potomac is my favorite one out of the 4 shows. So I keep my favorite one last. Never seen the Mo. Oh, my banner. Here we go. All right. 8, All right, y'all. So we ended last time with the last five in elimination, and we're gonna see who gonna make the final four. Okay. So it was down into the wire. It cut off before we get to see because we ended with Jacob trying to get his fate because some of the people in the cast, especially like some of the castmates in this final four, thought that Jacob was flying on the radar and he could be possibly the Mo. And that's that. Now, y'all remember these people's faces right here? This is Avery. This is Will, or I call Thor. Joy, Kazi right here. And then under it is Jacob, right? If y'all see me eating, I'm eating some sweetie fish. Jacob is not the Mo because he got eliminated. So we'll say, okay, that just bunked that figure theory. So right off the back, now you can start breaking down to 1-4 chance that Avery, Will, Kazi, and Joy could be the Mo, right? And I never thought that Will is the Mo because Will always wants to win money and he works to win the challenges. The only thing about Will is that he likes to be assertive and he likes to be dominant and he likes to take over things. That's the only qualities that you can tell that Will is showing that he likes to take a charge because in most of the challenges he does speaks up and he does like to bark orders. So that's the only thing he was doing. But other than that, I don't see he was sabotaging any challenges and everything to really make us think that he could be the Mo. Not to the point if he was trying to do that, you do a lousy job because I say the Mo job is to take away money, not to win money. But so I crossed him out the list. Now Avery was doing the most because she was making it very obvious that she wants people to look at her, just to eliminate people. I would say that's not the point in the game. At the end of the day, whoever wins the competition is the person who identifies who the Mo is at the end of the day, those final quiz. For you to try to do all this thing, to try to get people to suspect you, all that stuff, was doing the most. You was doing the most, Avery. And you were trying to make it very obvious. You didn't have to drop the tank like that. You didn't have to do all this. You was doing the most just for no apparent reason. And the fact that you make it this far for something, I said, whatever. You lucky you made it this far. Okay? So I kind of knocked that out the running because I said, despite Avery trying to make people believe that she's the Mo, she has been with doing challenges as well. She hasn't really taken money away from the pot. She just wanted people to think that she was the Mo. She can knock them out so she can be close to the end. Which I think her strategy was working a little bit, but then she started getting narrow-minded. It's not looking at who the real Mo is, and that kind of cut her off and made her get eliminated sooner or later. Because Avery got eliminated. Because after that challenge, the snow challenge, we're about to talk about that in a minute. They had another quiz, and Avery got eliminated. So the final three was Will, Joy, and Kazi. And I said, okay, see, Avery, you focus on the one person. Chad doing all that stuff. You was doing all that stuff in shows instead of working on who you're supposed to work on. And I understand, like, when it got close to the final, like, it was very clear, obvious who the Mo was going to be. Now, I knocked off Joy off the back. I knocked off Joy as the Mo list early on because I would say my one main reason, and it didn't work in Kazi's favor, but I'm going to say that. The one main reason I say that the Mo can be at early, I want to say Joy and Kazi couldn't be the Mo because I say like the exemption be stupid because y'all always going to be safe. But the only thing that make the exemption work for Kazi's sake, and I understand why she would do that, because it was getting away with money for the pot, and it would take money from the pot from the people. And actually, if I ain't gonna hold y'all to it, Kazi is the Mo. All right, I said it. Kazi is the Mo. If y'all saw it already, Kazi is the Mo. But the only way to make that is to make that acceptable was she did it because she was the Mo, her job is to take away money from the pot. That's the only way the exemption did work in her favor. Joy, on the other hand, was dumb. Joy, you was dumb. And Joy played this game wrong. Joy could have an opportunity to win this if she was paying attention. But no, she wasn't. Or at least tied whoever get the Mo. And then you had to worry about the fate of who got the most questions. right? Yes. And I was thinking, I was like, that's just ridiculous. Because I was like, come on. Y'all was doing the most. And like, Kazi didn't have to do anything because y'all was doing the work for her. Even though we saw the stuff, and I can break down stuff that she was sabotaging and what she was doing, even though she did some stuff, but the fact that y'all want to do so much to put suspicion to yourself, instead of letting the Mo do their job. Now, granted, y'all finally got to at least over 100 freaking 100,000. I think 106 at the end of the day. What was it? 106,500. Oh no. No, it was 101,500. That's what the money they got at the end. Joy said when it was moving more like, but they didn't see it and they didn't show it. And Kazi was trying to get William. Yes. Hey fam, I haven't watched any of this, but as always, I'm glad you're listening. All right. Yes. Yeah. So I was like, William was not being a Mo like. William was playing the game, but William was very dominant in his approach in the game. Because he was so dominant, that's what it was. And that's it. But he was playing the long one and to play it to win the end. And he was the only one who identified the real Mo. He was the only one. Because everybody was looking at everybody else. But the person who was winning the Mo, which is Kazi. And that's why I would say, Joy, you was dumb. Because the snow challenge, now, the Mo's job is not to make themselves be obvious. But when you get close to the end, then so what? You can be sloppy because at the end of the way, you make it towards to the end. So whatever money is made, money is there. So you could do whatever you do. This time, never make myself be obvious. So it could trick you to think that I'm not the Mo, but actually I am the Mo. So I'm going to make myself be obvious. And at the beginning stages, making yourself obvious shouldn't be right because then people will pinpoint who you were early on. At the end, so what? So for the Joy to see that Kazi deliberately was sabotaging you in your freaking face and you still choose to ignore and help it on will, which I didn't understand that, girl. Didn't understand it. Didn't understand at all. The slave challenge, if y'all wouldn't understand what I was talking about, they had a hill. They would break up with Team Super 2. Let me start with the camera because it's acting up again. It was Team Super 2. Kazi and Joy was together. Will and Avery was together. They had a total of $20,000 to make, right? But the cash was in a blocks of ice. So the first hill they had like $1,000, and the second hill was like $4,000, something like that, and then the last hill was $6,000 and everything else in each team. And they had to truck that sleigh up the hill until they make the end. The only thing that would count if they made it to the end before the time ends. Each group. So that's the only money that would count. If they make it before the time ends, then that money won't count. Even if you did get up the hill, the one you didn't make it before the time ends. Joy Avery. Not Joy Avery. Joy and Kazi. Kazi was pushing the sled first. She was pushing the sled. Joy had the freaking tracker to pinpoint the thing because it was what do you call that? Detector. It was a detector to pinpoint the thing. And you know her sister's direction was terrible, which I was like, damn good. If you're not the Mo and your sister's direction is terrible, and you tell us you a pilot, I don't know what plane are you flying, but I need to know who if you flying the plane because I would not get on your plane. Hell to the freaking no. Hell to the no to get on your plane if you're a pilot. Because ain't no other way. That first challenge, you direction was all wrong. The car challenge, the direction was all wrong. And this sleigh thing, you was going all over the place. You finally got your groove after the second hill. But other than that, girl, what the hell you was doing? So they was at the tracker. And they got the money. Then they got this money for the second hill, right? This time, Joy decided to truck up the thing. Now, the sled was heavy based on a block of ice. And it slowed Joy walking down. So while Joy was going up the hill, she didn't understand and realize that the sled was getting light. Kazi was behind her and said, let me do something deliberately. So she took the money. Now, first, Joy said, you know what, this thing is too heavy. We had to leave a freaking block of ice behind. I said, why? Why are we doing that? Why are we leaving money behind? One of y'all better carry something. We ain't leaving no money behind. Okay. So when Joy decided to take the sled and go up, Kazi behind her, taking the money. Whoops. Taking the money. Whoop, and threw all the money away. And Joy woken up and said, God, what happened to the money? Kazi, really? What? Where's the money? You didn't see it? You didn't see the money. What you mean? She saw everything. She was behind you. She was the one who took that money off the sled, behind your back. Right in front of your freaking face. Behind your back. But when it came on, when you turned around, you saw her freaking flick the block of ice off the thing. You said, Kazi, really? I said, In your face, Joy. And then Kazi said, let's go back to get the block of ice, the other block of ice we left behind, when they was always almost to the finish line. I said, we can't go back. We just to get the $6,000 here, and then we go to the finish end. We can't work our time to go back because she was trying to waste time. She wasn't. And that's what it was like. She was clearly the mole. Clearly the mole. One woman. And she did it deliberately in Joy's face. And Joy was hell bent that Will was the mole. And this girl wanted to rock, paper, scissors you for the right pigeon. For the pigeon challenge. To go find Avery. She wanted to rock, paper, scissors you. Kazi the one who did that. So she was trying to make the thing by chance. It happened. If she would have won, y'all would have lost that challenge. Anyway, y'all still lost. But y'all would not made it to Avery. But yet, she still wasn't the mole. Like, Joy did not think Kazi was the mole at one point at all. At all. She was hell-bent on Will. And I was going to say, Joy, you don't deserve to win. And when it came to the final three to the twist, I said, Will going to win this shit. I said it. He's going to win it. He's going to win it. I said, Joy, I don't know what the hell you was doing, girl. And Brittany and I was looking at that whole Brittany come in. And even she was pissed off. She said, oh my freaking gosh. And not because she was pissed off with Joy. She wanted to fight Kazi. They said, girl, you trying to do all this in my face and you still... I want to fight her. Yes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, y'all. I'm about to give y'all two on a Monday night up in here. So I was like, oh, see, you said the woman's true. What woman's? About Joy? Yeah, because I was like, oh my gosh. A lot of editing was at least for Joy. To make Joy look like the mole or Joy make Joy look stupid. Cause child. And the reason why I ended that with Joy freaking bit off $25,000 of the pot just because she got an exemption. I said, girl, what planet are you on? And that right there would be a dumb move for if she was the mo to be a mo to bid that money. Now it would be a good move if she bigged on that money because that's the point of the mo. But that would be dumb enough because everybody gonna start looking at you, and that's what happened. That's what everybody started going freaking get eliminated because everybody's vote was shifting towards Joy. Cause how dare her bid all that money away like that? And here's the kicker. So the last challenge, they had to do this like a Mission Impossible kind of thing. They had to go get 3 freaking cash blocks of $5,000 each and different things. And each one of them had different challenges you had to do to get the money. Right? Now, they couldn't get caught. They had drones going around. And if drones would catch them at least 3 seconds or more, they would fail the challenge completely. So I had to go through each box and get the challenges and get the thing and get a total of $15,000. They do this challenges, right? Right? The first cash room. And this part got me pissed off. Now, Will all of a sudden want to sabotage the mission. I said, bitch, you wasn't sabotaging the mission all this time, and now all of a sudden you want to sabotage? So they can suspect you? Stop it, y'all. Y'all was doing the most. Now all of a sudden you want to sabotage? You went to the last mission to do something? No, continue to win the money like you was always doing. Like, I was like, what the hell y'all doing? But here's the kicker. He didn't sabotage that freaking mission. Joy did the shit. And then the second one, Kazi did it. The first challenge, they had to get the pole. They had to take the pole and try to grip the freaking canister and take it out from the pit or take it over the thing so they can win the money. If it drops in the pit, the thing will blow up and y'all will lose the money. Now, Will wanted to throw that challenge away, but Joy beat him to it. So what will happen is that when they got a hold of the freaking canister, Joy shook the thing and it dropped. I said, girl, what the fuck? Why are you shaking? I was like, you know what? If I was a mo, I would have got caught. I would say, listen, 3 seconds, bye, y'all lost the money. I would have freaking killed the shit. I would say, y'all just doing my job and I getting paid for this if they hope she getting paid. Because I was like, listen. Because I don't understand what y'all doing. What is y'all doing? Why are you shaking the canister to make it fall? She said, oops. Maybe I should have clotheslined y'all ass into the pit. Clothesline your ass to the pit. And we will say who oops it is. Ciao. Or sweet chin music your ass. That's what I should have did. Ciao, you want to say oops. So the second part, the war challenge, they had to go through the thing with the suction cup to get to the end, to get the canister. Obviously, Kazi did it. And obviously, Kazi sabotaged right in front of their face. And Will caught it. And Will automatically knew that Kazi was the mo. Joy didn't think of it. Kazi knew she could have made that freaking step. But she said, oops. She was the mo, so we know she was going to do that. But no. Joy still think it was Will. Because at this time, Will wasn't really looking at Kazi that much until he got close to the end. Then he started paying attention, and then when he paid attention, he paid attention. That's why if I was the mom, I would say, fuck it, y'all ain't getting this $15,000. I would have stayed out there, freaking drone, and let the drone catch my behind. Oh well, it's to the end. Y'all won't get no over $100,000 in my freaking pocket, but you know she played sport at the end. Well, we ain't had to go across the mine to get the last canister and throw it to Kazi, and Kazi caught it. I said, hey, listen, the most, listen, I'm gonna give y'all this $5,000. I'm be able to do sport. I'm gonna win this money for y'all. But other than that, oh well. But I thought Kazi, I would have just threw that challenge away. I said, oh well, whatever. Y'all ain't winning nothing. I would have slipped and fall. Oh my gosh, my ankle. Shall they would be hated. So at the end, they had to vote who will determine the winner of the $101,000 at 500. It's the person who guess who is the mo, right? And if two of them is tied up, who guessed the right mo, then the one who had the most correct questions will be the one person who wins the challenge. At the end of the day, each one of them vote a different mo. So it's a clearly one winner. It was clearly one. It was going to be one winner, but it was clearly one person who automatically got it right. Joy picked Will for the mo. Kazi picked Joy for the mo. And Will picked Kazi for the mo. And since I told you the mo was Kazi, y'all know who the winner is. Will is the winner. They brought back all the old contestants, and some of them were saying, "Oh, Kazi could be the mo." They wanted to see who it is, all that stuff, and then they revealed Kazi's the mo, and then they breakdown of all the stuff that Kazi did, shows you the mo, and everything. She said at the beginning she did not want to throw the challenge because she wanted people to trust them, and that's what she did. She played a good game because they trusted you towards the end. Trusting you to the end. It's still getting the benefit of the doubt and not even thought about you as the bow. And I would say, girl, Kazi, you did your job, girl. You did it. Because when you did it right in front of Joy's face and she still didn't choose you, I was like, you played that game right, girl. I don't know what you did. You played that game right. Because she didn't want to throw the challenge, so she won the money for the pot. When that was the flight when I had to go up the tree and get that freaking case. That's what she did. She helped the group get that, and she's trying to build a trust. The jail challenge. Everybody who had a big rectangle off their door was the first one that supposed to get out the room, and they all was able to see the key in front of the door. Kazi acted like she didn't see the key, but she's in the mall. She pretended that she didn't see the key, even though she knew the key was there. She asked Joy if the key was right there. Joy said no. So her strategy was to slow down the time. And mind you also, right? Remember, what the hell? When they asked, when Alex, the host, asked Casey and Dom, when y'all would help someone out for $1,000 to give them a clue, the clue was in Kazi's room. Remember, she got the phone call. Kazi knew all along that the key was there. So why the phone couldn't have been in somebody else's room? Of course, the phone would have to be in the room that Mo was in, right? So it's all putting together. So she gave them $1,000, took away $1,000 from the pot, based on their decision to give them a clue. Everything eventually they got out. They won the challenge, but that's what it is. So she slowed down the time and made it close. And then they would have lost the challenge by her slowing it down if they didn't get the extra $5,000. But I think that was the last group. I think they got out second. Whatever. Doesn't matter. The time was still slowed down. Right. That was that. What else was the challenge? Then the bank heist challenge. Y'all know that. She was a sophomore analyst. She knew exactly what 3 boxes was connected to gold, because they had to get gold. The team with the gold, she was the intellect people. She knew exactly what the 3 names were. King Midas, El Dorado, Golden Locks. That's all associated with the gold, and she was making them pick, and she was getting random different names to check these boxes, knowing exactly she could give them the right names. That was a clear sabotage there. And I think, no, Will started to notice Kazi since that challenge. And that's when he started pinpointing that she could be one. Because he was starting to get suspicious of us from there. Because how dare you did not know those three names was associated with gold. Girl. That was that. Of course, that famous exemption thing. When she was the first one, because they trusted her. She locked herself the key and took the district card and smirked at their ass. She smirked in their faces. Oh, sorry. And walked out and went in the hotel room and freaking lavished in the hotel room and they slept on the freaking hardcore floor. The freaking train challenge when they had to deliver the mail. She was in a train group. She knew she could have got that bag, but she fumbled it, but she just said, oops, dropped the bag. She could have caught that, but she fumbled that. That was that. She was the one that had the booby trap in the chair when they had to taste that of the food. And that bomb on the figure thing. She had a booby trap in her chair. Of course, the mole will have a booby trap in her chair. That's that. The pigeon challenge. Y'all couldn't tell me she didn't know the pigeon was flying around. She was stalling for time. And then she deliberately picked the wrong pigeon, even though Joy had the right pigeon, and rock, paper, scissors it. Right? When they try to guess the two truths or lie, she was hell-bent and letting everybody think that Avery was the liar, but the other two would say, nah, you ain't gonna try to convince us Jacob's the liar. That's that. The climbing challenge. When the Mo had to pick the bags, since she's the Mo, she knew right off the bat that she had the money in her bag, and she deliberately volunteered herself to get off the challenge. So she knew right off the bat they was gonna go in the end toward with $20,000. They was not gonna win the whole 30,000, and that's that. And I just talked about the ice challenge when she just deliberately took the ice blocks off the figure sled right in front of Joy's face. That's that. And the last thing she did when she went on the freaking Mission Impossible heist, she just deliberately stepped her feet down to the freaking mine and not mine, the freaking sensor and triggered the thing and she kicked that good money. So all that, you pat all that together, that was most stuff that she was doing. That's that. But yes, if you haven't watched it, you can watch it, y'all. It's really good. And then everybody on Twitter, let me mention this. Everybody on Twitter was like, oh yes, I knew Cosby was the Mo and everything on so that because there were some clues that was given out the season, and somebody was trying to break down the clues about the Colombian flag, her area code, all that. So I said, we're not doing all that. We ain't doing all that. Because if I remember correctly, the original actual deliveries gave us clues. So we could figure out who's the Mo. The reboot barely gave us no clues, unless you was really searching stuff. And the only way you had to do that is you really searched people online. Now, I didn't know they had a separate website with their dossiers and stuff like that. So we could, I wasn't doing all that. I don't have time for all that. I got too much time on my plate, go work and everything, trying to go online and try to look up people's biographies. So y'all was that damn bad looking at Google and trying to pinpoint on thing. And I was like, what? No, that was not obvious. So everybody was making it seem like, oh, it was obvious. They was giving us clues and all that stuff like that, and the initials from the war. So I said, we don't got time for that. Let's say I was searching. So no. Based on the episode, we could tell that Kazi was a Mo when they get close towards the end. Then we see her actions becoming clear as day. Yes, doing all that freaking investigation gathering. What y'all winning? What y'all we not getting no prizes for y'all going to Google and searching all that stuff up about the girl. So y'all can pinpoint the freaking episode and pinpoint different things in the episode and screenshot and put it on Twitter and make us look like, oh, okay, so investigate, go to the next season then. I'm doing all that for. No, we could tell she was the Mo based on the episode alone. That was doing the most. And if you didn't, it was good because everybody else in the freaking competition was trying to be like Mo, like being the Mo, even though they not the Mo. I said, what the hell y'all doing? That's why Kazi's job was so freaking easy. All right, that was the Mo, y'all. Let's move on for Cherish today. Like I said, it was good. Hope they come back for another season. If they do, I know we will watch it. We're gonna talk about it just like I talked about the first season. So, like I said, it was good. I'm glad they gave us a reboot. Kazi did a good job being the mole this season. Even though even at first I thought she couldn't be the mole because of the exemption part, but then I realized, I said, you know what, that would be a perfect way for her to do that. And I said, and then after that I looked at it, I said, oh no, she is the one. She is the mole. I looked at it, I said, oh yeah, she clearly is one. She clearly is it. Now, Joy girl, I know you being home looking stupid. Being stupid, girl. Cause I say go home and you not the mole and look that foolish on television and make that kid's mistakes. Now, granted, I'm not saying that nobody gonna make mistakes, but girl, you were doing the most. All right, let's go on Cherish today. Cherish today. I cherish today. Where is that? Oh wow. All right, 40. All right. So Cherish today, y'all know I like the show, and it's good. And so y'all remember this is Ellis, and this is Sunday. And briefly about the premises of what Cherish today is, like I mentioned before, if y'all new to this, it's basically an anthology of different love stories. They just a second season. So the first season, if y'all haven't watched it, please go on own and watch it. It was good. It's usual. It was 8 episodes that season. Each episode based throughout the duration of a day. So if you watch Cherish today, each episode is based a day process of the couple, what they were going through, all that stuff like that, everything. It may be trials and tribulations. Let's see. The ultimate end goal is will they be together at the end of the day or not? Will love prevails or not? So everything. So that's what the both purposes of the show, the premises of the show. And produced by Ava DuVernay. So if y'all like her work, y'all know she does a really good job with her stuff, and she takes care of her shows. You can tell. Based on cinematography, based on the music, based on the atmosphere, based on the mood, characters, the actors they have, it's all that. The lighting is good. So let's move on to this next episode. It was that much. It was straightforward. So y'all remember I ended with Sunday and Ellis was hot and heavy in the car, and Ellis stopped Sunday. He said it's too much. It's going on, all of that. Stop. And then he did all that trajectory stuff that could be more than just friends, and do it. Can we just be friends? You know, it's a slap in your face when you trying to. After all these years, and we have feelings, emotions, and you was putting up the emotions back up from high school days, seeing all this time, getting to know each other again, doing all this stuff, doing everything, spending time with my family, coming to me, driving me long hours of miles to go to my family, to do all this stuff with me, lying to your kids, like all that. And you just want to be friends? Okay, man. All right. I got you. So Sunday, she mentioned that she has this filming for her restaurant because you're showcasing her restaurant on TV. So she's making it. So she's getting prepared for that. She's getting ready for that. She's kind of nervous. Her best friend said, listen, you second guessing yourself. You got this. You're very authentic to show. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. You have the story behind it. You have the vision. You have the passion. Just be true to yourself. Do not be fake and be somebody else that you're not. You're not. You got this. So she need that pep talk. And then she got her hair done. And I did mention in the first episode that she kissed some guy named Josiah. Now, this is going to be something because she never mentioned to Ellis that she is dealing with someone, right? Ellis was open that he got a soon-to-be ex-wife. So I was like, I don't know how this came to play because she's saying it's not serious, but then again, what's up? She's not in a relationship with him, but yet they act like somewhat like a boyfriend and girlfriend. So I don't know what's going on with that, but we will see that surface up in the future if it ever come up. Because Josiah is excited for Sunday. He likes her, he does things for her and everything. And I don't know if she even feeling the same way about him. But this needs to become the light because You can't come in my face and be judging me about my action. And yes, I was wrong for doing leads you on, but then you're not being forthcoming with yourself too. You might have somebody at the end that you might be liking and stuff, and I need to know because I could be blindsided of this guy thinking that I'm trying to push up on you and that you his lady, and I even knew that you was even messing with the guy. So she had a little secret. She didn't tell Ellis about that. So it is what it is. So we'll see how that future goes with her Josiah. She's on her restaurant. She getting prepared and everything. I think she has a vegetarian, vegan style restaurant. I think that's what it is. She's no really meat. So that's her basis of her restaurant. Her name is called Vegetarian Food Collective. So it's a vegetarian restaurant. And she mostly have mainly all female cooks because I think it's a vision and desire to have that. That was like it was intentional for that to happen, and the atmosphere was nice. I mean, filming, asking different questions, and she did what she had to do. Now Ellis, we saw him getting up bad, and he felt bad about what he said and did towards Sunday, so he cleared it up. So he meant to text her and wrote this whole text and then started to delete the text because he didn't want to send it. But he ended up just sending a freaking voice message towards Sunday. She never replied. I said, maybe she got busy. She worked focused on his filming. But she never replied. And also I think she was trying to avoid him because she just felt upset about what he did to her. So he went to get his fresh haircut and everything. And the guy said, oh, you get fresh up for who? As for a lady. And her restaurant's in Atlanta. He lives in New Orleans, right? So he planned to go to her restaurant, filming and everything. Now I don't think he made no reservations, but he's planning to go. So he was crossing state lines to go see her in Atlanta. I said, oh, okay, you really trying to get this girl back, huh? Okay. So he went to the restaurant Vibe Prize Pies, and y'all know what that is from Queen Sugar. It was a crossover a little bit. I said, all right, because y'all know Ava DuVernay, she just produced Queen Sugar. So I was like, I said, oh, okay. So it's back Hollywood and Vibe. She was doing something. She wasn't there, so Hollywood went to run the restaurant, and he ordered something from there, and they talked a little bit. How's everything going on? Yeah, small talk. Then we met this lady called Brandy. She came in. She's an artist, and she draws and stuff like that. She do ceramics, and she also draws. And they was talking. It was Ellis and this girl named Brandy was doing small talk and chit chat. It was like a little flirting, and she started to see how he looked like, and looked very nice and muscular and tall. Y'all remember this actor? Y'all seen him before. And she said, I would love to sketch for you one day. And he said, I'm flattered, but I'm going to see someone right now. So she said, okay, if you change your mind, you got my number. He said, will do. I said, all right, try to get your little flirt over. I'm trying to do what you got to can. All that stuff. So he drove to Atlanta. Right? And oh, sorry, y'all. So she got she was running her restaurant. It was filming and stuff on and come on own channel on Tuesdays. Called Cherish the Day. Like I said, it's really good, y'all. I enjoy it. So he came to the restaurant. It was no reservations, but they had a seat open and bartender at the bar. So sometimes when you go to the restaurant, it's crowded. If there's a seat at the bar, you can go in the bar and you can order your food and drinks there, and that's it. Right? So he was able to be lucky. Now, he's there. He didn't really know about vegetarian food. So he looked at the menu, was like, is it good? I don't know. You know when you usually eat meat all your time and then you go to a vegetarian restaurant and everything is like, you don't even know how the food will taste. I mean, sometimes if people do it right, it will taste good. And no, you might even need the meat. And it might gonna make you think that you have meat and be full of the food they have. But sometimes it's a little bit more expensive because it's different options. But if they do it right, the food will be good. I mean, So he tried something. The bartender gave him suggestions. Said, "Try this. It's a little bit of everything." He tried that, and then he's sitting there. He kept looking at Sunday, and Sunday's in the kitchen with the staff. And then he decided to say, "Oh, let me flex. Let me buy a whole bottle and congratulate and bring it to the kitchen and the staff." So I said, "Oh, he got money. All right." He got money. He tried to flex with the thing. I said, "That plumbing money is doing good for you, huh?" So he took the bottle over there, and everybody said, "Oh my gosh, a nice little bottle. What's going on?" So one of the cooks named Mindu, and she was like, "Oh, this is really nice." So they said, "Let's congratulate the person who gave us the bottle," right? So Sunday went over there, and she saw Ellis. She was like, "Now she expected him to see them. He got money, yeah." For real. Like, she did not expect to see him. So she told the lady who was filming to cut. We done. We cut for the day. So they cut it off and everything. And she was talking and said, "What you doing here?" "I want to talk to you." Oh, yeah. He just trying to get her attention. Said, "I'm going to congratulate you. I'm proud of you. This bottle and everything. What you doing here?" Yada. Right? So she had to go back what she had to do. But he stayed to the end. Like, everybody was leaving, bartender was leaving, Mendel and her was cooked, the last people there, and then Mendel was saying, "Listen, girl, talk to him. Like, really see what he's doing. He drove state line to come see you. Shoot, you're lucky, girl, because you can't get a text back from someone in the same city." It's like you looking at, and then he drives state lines to come see you, girl. That's love. Maybe not. But hey, at least he tried. Child, you can't get a figure call back with someone who right across your street. Something. Child. So she gave him a chance and to go talk to Ellis. So he said, "Listen, that's what I say, right?" Sure, everybody called state lines. I said, "Okay, boy, what the hell? Chill. Okay, you want to stay at night? You can stay at night. Let's do something. And you're going to drive back. Hey, especially if I know you've been in my house before and you're going to steal. But even then, whatever." So he asked, "Let me get a tour. Like, I'm in your restaurant. Give me a tour." She said, "Okay, yeah, this is this. This is yada, yada, yada. This is yada, yada, yada. This is this stuff." Now, she ended up cooking. I said, "Damn, girl." He said, "You didn't eat?" She said, "No, I didn't really eat all day. I was doing all stuff." So she didn't eat. So she cooked herself a meal, and she makes some something to eat too. And I said, "Damn, he already ate already, but I guess he want to eat again." So they sat down, they ate the food, and she said, "What made you came down here?" Like, seriously, what made you came down here? And then he started reminiscing about how he first saw her when she wore this kind of different dress, all that stuff. That's how you get the person. Like, you try to reminisce in the back of the past and try to make the feelings go forward. But I would say that we can't live in the past anymore. Like, we're grown adults, right? But the nostalgia and the memory does help connect the bridge and connect the connection again. So, and he made me to say he's afraid to rock the boat. That's why he stopped what we was doing at that car scene. And he afraid to rock the boat, but he was in the fear. And he said, "You know what? I can't live in fear anymore. I gotta let it be, let the chips fall that is made, and I had to make my decisions and not live in fear of my actions. At the end of the day, I'm about to be a single man." He got soon to be ex-wife. He's not with the ex-wife anymore, so he's free. He free reigns. He said, "I just gotta do it." And that's why I came back to see you, because I would apologize. I'm sorry, all that stuff. And I said, "It's cool." So she said, "It's about to close, it's about to leave." And he said, "Okay, so what you gonna do?" He said, "Oh, well, I'm about to go drive back." I said, "Damn, you gonna drive all the way back to Atlanta, on Louisiana, after you came all the way to Atlanta?" I said, "Oh, that's crazy." But I would say, hey. But she ended up saying, "No, so, because I knew she didn't want him to leave." And I was like, yeah, I would have felt bad that you drove all the way down here for me to tell you to go all the way back. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But I would have probably been nice to say, you know what, you can stay the night. You can leave in the morning whenever you need to do. So she took her back to her house. Right. And he asked her a question. He said, "So what are you afraid of? What us?" She said, "I'm afraid to give you a chance again, and you're not available." And I said, "I hear that." But then again, I said, Sunday. Oh, you gonna be fully available because I quiet as kept when you saying that you and Josiah not in a relationship. I said, okay, that's what you're doing, but does he know that? I want to make sure it's clear. Does he know you're not in a relationship? Okay, all right. So she don't want to make sure that if I put my effort towards you and you're not available, that's my fear. After we knew each other for 25 years ago in high school, now we're adults. If I'm gonna try to do this in your stage of life and you're not available for me, then what's up? I'm sitting here trying to chase after a person who's not ready to be in one with me right now. That's it. So he said one thing. He said he missed her smile, and she said, "I'm being silly. Y'all have to smile too," but she was being silly. You know, when somebody compliment your smile, you cheese extra hard, or be shy, smile about it. Chill. So you missed it all right, huh? So they smiled, and then eventually they made love, passionate love. That's the episode ended. I said, "Oh, right." Ciao. But that was Cherish the Day. Like I said, it was a good episode. Very straightforward. It was not too complex. Very simple. And it's building up. It started getting up more. You know, my cousin asked the one with a good compliment too. I know that's right. You just soak that up real quick. I said, all right now, get to your head. I said, oh well. Listen, I need to soak up this compliment as much as I can because I don't know how much you're giving me. All right. So yeah. And that was Cherish the Day. Like I said, it's good. I will continue to watch it. I do watch alongs of it on Wednesday afternoon around 11 or 12 o'clock. And I watched that I think I watched that and I watched the Oval afterwards. So I watched two of them before I go to work. So if y'all want to watch the episode with me, y'all come join me on Wednesday afternoon if you're not around. All right, let's get to the last two topics. That's why I said let me make these first two quick as possible. Another Marriage, Huntsville is next. Yeah. Whew. Let me get. Majority of the episode was the sit down between the original six. And let me tell you that. It brought back great memories and nostalgia of the original six sitting at that table. Because that's how they first started, right? In that combat group. In that first same room. So it was memories. And I said, oh my gosh, it came a long way. I know it's kind of messed up now, but it came a long way because that's how it was. It was original six. Try to build a vision of being a combat group, building communities, working together, while as working supporting their own friendship and their own relationship. That's supposed to be the premises of the show. But you know, shows usually start off one way and then runs his legs to something different. So it wasn't focused so much about the businesses and stuff like that as much as they could have. Than what it is now. But that's what I say it was so great to see the original six together, We're not no big blowout, even though there has some disagreements in here and there. We're going to discuss in a minute. But it wasn't much of a big blowout. It was not much of an argument. They sat down, discussed things as grown adults without much ego going on in it. And stuff like that. And that's how we see. That's how I like to see conflicts. You don't have to be, all that stuff. So that's why I was getting tired of all the reality TV show, because that's all you see. Sit down, everything turn up in the physical altercation. Whether it's a fake throwing chairs or fake fight, whatever season it is, throwing glasses, hitting each other, I said, y'all didn't do all that. If y'all cannot sit down and have a conversation and discuss things, simple matter, what are we doing? And I do know sometimes it's a reality TV show, and sometimes producers and stuff put you in a situation where being around people that you really genuinely don't like. So you have to be forced to do a scene with them. So I do understand that. But it's still a time and place you can handle things. Because at the end of the day, you show up the scene. Nobody say you have to be all participative. Child. Yes. The Scots, the hotel, Destiny, and Tiffany. Yes, get out of our face. Let's discuss now. Let's go back to Carlo King, who invited this dumbass couple, Lewis, the Whitlows, to our freaking screen and give us boring storylines every freaking week. Carlos was good. What's good, Carlos? Because we don't need to see this couple anymore. I'm tired of seeing the Whitlows. I'm sorry. They cannot be real. And they acting all freaking, I can't with them. They like to be acting like they perfect. Their storyline doesn't make any sense. And it's stupid. So these boring people. So we will get them out the way first. All right? And also, push pause. Carlos, you upset that people call your show ghetto? Hey, J-Dog, how you doing, boo? Call your show ghetto? Then you just look back at what you're doing to your shows to make yourself ghetto. Now, granted, we don't have to use that word all the time, but if your show is acting ghetto, it's ghetto. I'll call any show ghetto. White shows, Asian shows, black shows, any show go. If it's becoming ghetto, it's going to be ghetto. So if you don't like that narrative, do something about that. It's becoming wrong way. How you vision it at first is becoming the wrong way. And you're not doing anything about that because you want to have this person because she brings drama. Fuck the drama. Because there's a way to have drama without having this own nastiness going on with these people. It's a way. But no, people love to think like all that. All messiness is great messiness. No, it's not. Because when it started making people not like it, then you got to do something. So you get upset that people calling your show the way, oh, well, do something about it. That's why I like when everybody calling him king of reality TV show. Yes, he makes some good shows so far, but sometimes a lot of his shows don't run as well as it should be. But he's banking on the drama factor. He's banking on everybody loving him so much. He's a black producer, which is fine. But becoming redundant with his shows as well. Even though each show has their own little spark to it. But it's the same thing. So it is what it is. It's a reality TV show. It can't escape the curse. So if he wants to do something better, he needs to do something better. Oh, well, that's my little rant about that little thing he called it. He don't like people calling his show better. Or hood. Or becoming another hip-hop-ish. He was upset about that, y'all. He was upset. Oh, well. Somebody tell Carlos something. So, back to the Whitlows. Tiffany did a showcase her business, Allocate. It was just nice. Yada, yada. We ain't talking about business right now. But it was a good business about research. And I almost said about the gaslighting, right? Right? It was a great business of showcasing research, and it's not much research in the black community or something like that. She explained all that in the episode. It is what it is about research and connecting research and the community together about eyewear and all that stuff like that. Whatever. Yes, he was upset. Child. Oh, I don't like my fans calling my show. I said, oh, well, we're coming that way. You like it or whatever. Now, Tiffany Lewis sat down and then she started with the baby talk together. I said, oh my gosh, really, Tiffany? I'm getting sick and tired of this. Now it make more sense of why she pushing this baby thing. Well, she came a little revelation that she gave to us. Now make us think that, okay, now we know why she want the baby so much. Jesus said it. Right? She want the baby so much. She want the baby so much because she want to be loved. Basically, that's what it was. Because her son, because get this, Tiffany and Lewis agreed when they got married, they didn't want no more kids. She changed her mind. She changed her mind. And I said, I admit that. I changed my mind. Yes, I changed my mind, even though we agreed to not have kids. I said, we all didn't know that. You didn't tell us that. You called online and said, oh, I want some kids. And then we all said, to get to have the fucking sex, bitch. Have the intercourse to get the baby. That's what we were saying here. Spend more time, have sex, you get your baby. That's what we were saying all this long time. But now we realize what the hell was going on. Y'all agreed not to have babies. And now you pushing this narrative because you changing your mind. And now Lewis is like, why the hell you changing your mind? But he never said it that we agreed to not to have kids. So he going on. But now we figured out you didn't want no kids at first. Both of y'all agreed on that. But now you change your mind. You want it. Your both boys is teenagers. They're about to go to high school. They're about to go to college soon. So they'll be at the house soon. And I don't know how your relationship with Lewis is. I mean, whatever. It's your relationship. I don't really care. I don't got time to stick to your relationship. So if you might not get much love from him, you want the baby to give you unconditional love. So that's what you want the baby so far. So she gonna take the IUD out. He agreed with her to take the IUD out. They say wait for 6 months. If it doesn't work out for 6 months, then we put it back in and we won't talk about this anymore again. I said, okay, 6 months, whatever. That was the love story, y'all. We find out they agreed not to have kids and she changed their mind and she want the IUD. They're going to work on 6 months and after that, that's it. It doesn't come back in 6 months, it will be no baby. I see y'all put a lot of stress on yourself with 6 months. Okay, whatever. You better push pump real quick. You only take a little quickie, you get pregnant, girl. But you gotta make you get a body adjusted and not having the IUD. Because when your body has adjusted with the IUD so much, you know what? It's like when you have birth control so much and then you get off the birth control, you get pregnant. It will take a while before you get pregnant because the birth control was always in your body so much. It's rejecting things. So and then I get used to it, not having it. Lewis said Cuddy every night. Chill. Yeah, he basically went to cootie every freaking night and he wasn't giving them. And then now you trying to complain about having a baby. I said, you get to dick the baby. Shoot. Shoot. Grayson I screen with this bullshit. Next was Stormy and Destiny. Oh no, Stormy, not Destiny. Stormy and Melody talk. Because Melody wanted to take a picture for her products and Stormy. Oh, it depends. If she had the copy of IUD, there's no hormones in that. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. That's why I need y'all to tell me. But would it take a while for her to get pregnant if she decided to take it out? Because I think it would take more than 6 months if she didn't try it. But you said it depends. All right. Yeah. Yeah, and every woman's body is different anyway. So yeah, she want to get different picture for her products. And Stormy, she's great with this stuff. She asked for pointers. But I said, dang, you ain't asked much for pointers. But we did find that Stormy saying, listen. When I was trying to get my stores, I had a vision. I was going to stores, study the aisles. I said, that's smart. You got to study where you're going to put your competition at. You got to study where you put your stuff at. You need to know how they place their products. You need to know what their products they're selling, so you can work and be the market. And Stormy did the right way for going and study the aisles and see what they need, and they work on the products and put the products in stores they need. And look at her now. She had a beautiful estate and all this money. So yes, you doing your thing, Stormy. And they get to talking about different things, and that's that. The whole meat and potatoes is this thing. Let me get to this thing. So that was the rest of the episode. That was that. All the details are not important. But she did tell Melanie that her destiny gets to the point that they don't have to be beefing. And she said, I always thought that. And everybody was making it seem like Melanie wants that Stormy. I said, no, Melanie always told Stormy to have form her own friendship, form her own relationship with these ladies, despite her. Because at the end of the day, even though me and this lady might not like each other, you and her probably have a cool thing. And she always said y'all never really had beef. So she's happy that y'all can be able to patch things and move forward at the end of the day. So the combat group 6 met up together. They all getting some stuff ready, trying to figure out what's this music about. But they did like the nostalgia of them getting together and then see the original 6, not the outside influences with each other. I found influences to impact this meeting and everything. That's what there. So they all got there. Everybody shared their pleasantries and hugs and all stuff like that. One thing that Dunce Tisha said in the car, and I said, even though sometimes I don't really like Monsaw, he's very on point when it comes to his wife sometimes. Because the stuff that come out her mouth, I said, girl, I don't know what. Like, Tisha, are you really this? You know what? I'm not going to say it. Whatever. So she was saying, I need to call my mom because I need to see what's going on, happen, and everything. Because I was inside the Destiny store and everything. And Marcia saw, boo, honey, you was outside. You was there. She said, no, but I wasn't. No, you was there. You saw what happened. So you going to say your eyes deceive you and your mother can lie? Can never lie? She said, yeah. Crash the car, Marsaw. Crash the car real quick. Crash it. Just crash the car, please. Please. Just crash the car real quick. How the fuck she gonna say her eyes lies, but her mom cannot lie? Really? If I raise my hand and I ask y'all what I just did, everybody would say, Miz raised his hand. Y'all didn't lie. That's the truth. Now, if I ask you how you interpret my raising my hand, everybody will have a different story because everybody's own perceptions and experiences shape their opinions about what they see. That's why if each one of us sees an incident on TV, because it shows now, we see something on TV. Each one of us will have a different opinion of that same scene, or shape the experience of what we saw differently. Not everybody's answer is going to be the same. With that being said, Tisha, you saw that your mom popped off in Mel first by going behind her back and trying to hit her from the back. That's what you told your mom. Really, this is what we're doing? We fighting? We really fighting? You saw all that. So to sit here and act like one they started and many were trying to fight someone, that was like, okay, whatever, girl. And then you sit in the car, called your mom, asked her what was said, and your mom was all lying to hell. She said, I ain't going, I'm going back on someone's girl because she's saying Carlos King and so that's baby daddy. So I told her I'm finding your own baby daddy. And I said, I was like, she said, but Mel didn't say no name. She didn't say nothing. She ain't reference. She was talking. I was like, listen, Tisha, we ain't going to say this again. School, if you didn't hear if you did not see the live, this the kicker, y'all. This is the kicker. If you did not see the live, she doubled down on it and said it in the Fickish episode. She said in the episode. So why are we all sitting here act like we do gymnastics on what the hell Wanda said? She said, I have a picture of the man and the baby looked like the other man. I said, and I meant it, that Martell needs to get a DNA test of that last baby. Who is the last baby of Mel and Martell? Sugar Mama. She don't have to say the name. She said the last baby. And how, if you believe Wanda, how the hell an unalive baby look like someone? Make that make sense. How an unalive baby could look like someone. So she was trying to backtrack and said, oh no, I want to talk about Sugar Mama. I want to talk about the one that Martell was referencing about the baby not that Melanie unalive. I said, but then the episode, you said that Martell needs to get a DNA test. How you gonna get a DNA test for the baby that she unalived? And how the unalive baby look like someone else who's living? So, girl, you don't make sense. Because you said in the episode. So if you didn't, the people didn't see the live, y'all saw the episode, and she said what she said in the episode. So she meant what she said in the episode. So she was talking about the baby. So we not saying here. So the fact that she was teaching would say all that, I said whatever. So Marcel said, okay, girl. All right. She said, so Marcel, so what's your expectations? And everything. He said, I'm not expectations. We're just gonna go on and do what we gotta do and see what its outcome is. It is what it is. So Kimmy would say, well, people do something like shade and then they take the jab and shade and they don't know how to take it. I said, so who you reference to? Wanda? Yeah, because she's a main one who likes to throw jabs and can't take it when it come back to her. Or you trying to meet Mel. They can't meet Mel. Because Mel don't be saying much as much. And then when she clapped back, now everyone want to make it seem like Mel is the terror. Wanda has been coming for Mel. Lie. She calmed down now. But in the pick season around 2 or 3, listen. That lady was going live every mother freaking week. After episode airs, she was going on live talking cash money-ish about the people. Every week. Every freaking week she was getting on live. If y'all gonna tell me she don't talk money, and all this time she was going live most of the time, Mel was not saying anything because she was expecting Wanda because that's Tisha's mama. But say nothing. So when Melly finally clapped back, now everyone want to act like, oh man, not anything because she was going tit for tat. That's what the teacher was saying. Oh, y'all go tit for tat. She said, no, we wasn't going tit for tat. That's not a tit for tat situation. Yes, Wanda was constantly going live. Constantly going live. And then that stuff brought to the show. It trickles down to the show. And that's when they said in Love and Marriage Huntsville, the social media is part of the cast. Because it's engraved into the show. Usually the show and social media is separate. But no, in this show, it's engraved into it. Ingrained. Constantly going live. For you to say she was tit-for-tat with, well, you were saying things too. She was saying things after she continuously coming after her, and then especially when she started speaking on her kids. Now, the first time, like Martell said, he checked Wanda the first time when he talked about the kids' hair. And he thought that would be the end of it. But no. Yes, Martell, yes, he opened the can of words by telling about the baby that Melanie unalive. So she was using that. Well, she was talking about Melanie cheating. I said, Tisha, you just love to throwing about Melanie cheating and something like that. You just love throwing cheating in their faces. Like you have a glow and a freaking underlying glee about cheating. Especially when it comes to Melanie and Martell. So when they come back to you about some stuff about your marriage, you up here act like you know what they're trying to destroy marriage. I said, let's not forget, y'all. And I'm gonna keep saying this. Let's not forget. When Mel and Marcel was going through their own things, Tisha and Marcel was gloating. Gloating hard. And they've noticed it. They noticed it. And that's why when Martell was getting pissed off and getting hyped at Marcel, that's when Marcel backtracked of him gloating. Because he realized, that's oh shit. Oh yeah, we like making fun of y'all. We can't do this anymore. Like Tisha was low-key happy that Melly was going through some stuff. So the tension between Tisha and Melly was happening because she was freaking gloating and act like nothing happened in her relationship. And then it's only amplified when your mom started coming around and being messy. It was one thing that she was coming around and talk about your own marriage. That's fine. That's one thing. Even though she shouldn't be doing that. But still, it's one thing that was only within your own household. But when she started trickling down to other castmates and creating all this discourse on behalf of defending you when you're a freaking 40-year-old ass, whatever, 40-year-old woman, whatever. Yeah, I know I'm about to go off. I don't want to go off like that. Not yet. So she was saying all that. I said, okay, whatever, teacher. So they sat down. They all got there. They all hugged each other. Even Tisha Melody hugged, all that stuff like that. They got sat down and said, what do we hear? Martell got your mom needs to go. Straight point, period. We not sugarcoating it. No eggs, no bacon, no ham, no turkey, no cheese. We not sugarcoating none of that. Your mom needs to go. She said, oh, I'm not to go. Because you're causing issues. And that's why I would say all that stuff I just said. Oh, you know what, Mel, you and my mom were going tit for tat, and then just you saying it because I called my mom and she said she didn't say that. And all that, she needs to go. So they knocked her off because Tisha was looking dumb. And you know what else she said was stupid? She said, you know what? I don't listen to my freaking mom's live because I know it'd be so long and stuff like that. So I don't listen to her live. So I don't listen to it. So you defending, nobody said you can't defend your parent, but you defending your parent not knowing the facts. So you up here being willingly being the ignorant and the fool over someone defending them and not even know what the hell they said. Not knowing that everybody could be true about what your mom has said. But so you so blind about your mom, think that she can never lie to you, you go believe her. So you never listen to her lies, and that's what you said. But you up here defending her left to right, like she didn't know any more. So how the hell you defend someone and not knowing the facts that you're defending? What if Wanda unalive someone in the freaking store and the video camera saw it? You gonna go to freaking court stand and defend your mom and say my mom ain't doing, she ain't doing that, and the video showed that she actually did it and make yourself look like a fool? So you gonna go on freaking court stand and defend something that you don't even know about? Really, that's what we're doing here? Okay, girl. I would say, okay, Tish, you done. We so done with you, girl. I've been done with her, but I was saying, you doing all this gymnastics for your mom, and you don't even know what the hell she be saying. Because you don't watch her lives. You could be no witness. You can't be nobody witness. You want to be blind loyalty? That's might get you for blind loyalty. But be a witness, hell to the no, because you will freaking mess with everything. They will tear you up in the freaking stand if you try to defend something you don't even know what the hell you finna defend about. That's why defense lawyers want the person defending to tell them the whole truth, even if they did it. They want you to tell them everything so they can defend you, at least get you the least sentences or get off. And a great defense lawyer, what the fuck I saying? Defense lawyer will do a great job defending you if they know all the facts and get the loophole to make the prosecutor look like they don't know what they're doing. So that's what they tell you: do not lie. Tell me everything. If I'm gonna defend you, tell me everything. That's what I'm saying. I refuse to believe it too. So when you blindside your defense lawyer, they get pissed off at you because they can't defend you because you blindsided them and not telling them the whole truth. So you going to me to tell me you gonna defend someone you don't even know what the hell they said, even though they could be saying the stuff that people saying that they said. I said, Tisha, get out my face. Get out my face, girl. So here go Maurice, and I can't stand his milk dumbass, bullheaded ass bitch. I can't stand him. I'm sorry, I don't like his hot box kitty ass. I can't stand him. But I do believe that that's why Kiki disappeared for so long. She was telling the truth about the skies. Exactly. Because we didn't see Kiki for a while. We know she's going to come back next week. And everybody say, oh, here go Belle bringing Kiki back. That's messy. I said, whatever. Whatever. Wanda was doing for years. It is what it is. Oh, go on. Can't stand Maurice. So he goes said, oh, well, Mel, you could have got Wanda's phone number and call her on the phone because nobody can throw hands on a phone call. So Wendy said, listen, I don't have a number and I'm pretty sure I'm blocked. So I wouldn't get no more phone call. And she said, what can you do different? I would do the same damn thing. Exactly, and did, and was, and will. And would. You talk about what she could have called. Cool, who? No, when I see her ass, she gonna get checked, basically. And this whole happened when she first saw her, because she hadn't been seeing Wanda. So the first time she actually really saw Wanda, it was happened to be at Madonna's event. Sorry, Destiny. It just happened to be at your event. That's when she finally first saw Wanda. So she said when she finally saw her, she would go check her. Oh, Mel. Oh no, then before I said that. So Monsoor said, I agree with Melanie approach. You saw Tisha's face? She said, yes, he agreed with Monsoor. And listen, Tisha, Monsoor don't hate Melanie. He really liked the girl. Low-key like her. Now, I'm not saying he won't sleep with her, but he do like Melanie. Despite everybody coming at them figuring her and blame her. So what? Whether he really like her or not, he don't just disdain the girl. At the same time, men will be men. They protect each other. So male's collateral. Whatever. All right, yeah, let me know if this person's blocked, because I think I blocked them. But if you're not, can you block them for me? Yeah, I think Monsoor wants Mel, but Mel scares him. Jel, yes, because she's a very independent woman. Question. So like that. So Monsoor, I agree with her approach. And I said Tisha looked at her. And he said, why? Because he said when Tiffany will talk about your son vaping, which I think everybody's starting to forget that the hell he did check Tiffany. Everybody said, oh yeah, he did. I said, what the hell y'all was watching then? Because that was the whole last season why we didn't like the damn bitch. Yes, I'm cursing a lot. Oh well, whatever it is. We didn't like Tiffany because of that. She talked about monster vaping. And you had a whole tissy fit. So when you first saw Tiffany, you checked her. The only difference is that was different because Tiffany was complacent and compliant, and she was not going off at the mouth with you. Wanda, on the hand, was going back and toe to toe with Melody, and then she just want to hit Melody from behind. That's what makes this whole thing different. And then Monsoor said further, if Lewis would have had that shot, like he said he would have had the shot, he said different was different. And he said you would have fought Lewis. He said, I wouldn't have fight Tiffany. So Mel would not have fight Wanda. I hate when people say, just because you got an argument with someone, it turns into a fight. No, an argument can be an argument. Words do not kill people or hurt people. Well, it could hurt people, like words, whatever. But you don't have to go. You don't go to jail by going words. Curse each other out and walk about your day, and nobody gonna be. Oh well, go about your day. As soon as you want to talk physical harm with someone, then that's what take a next step. So no, she was not trying to go there to beat Wanda up. She was gonna go toe to toe with Wanda to get my name out your back, and that's all it was gonna be. I hear people act like they always gonna lead to a fight when you argue. No, it doesn't. Hood mentality thinks that way. Now, I'm not naive to think that people won't fight because a lot of people can't argue. They just want to do that. They will just fight. But we have a lot to lose. You just can't go around fighting everyone. Curse the masses out and they move on to your next thing. And they keep doing it, you just block them, ignore them. Whatever you got to do, we got to do. Keep your peace. Or get someone who don't have nothing to lose and beat them up for you. Whatever you want to do. It is what it is. So she was not going to fight when. So you going to fight to try and make it seem like, well, Mel was all the wrong one. And he was low-key trying to say Mel was wrong. I was like, Maurice. So they was like, if Maurice had that, if Lewis had that shot, you would have fought Lewis. And everybody said, don't lie. And you know Maurice got caught. And that's what Martell said, well, you lost your first case. Everybody started laughing. Because I said, yes. And he knew he was going to fight Lewis if it was a shot was going to happen and Lewis would have turned up. So don't sit here and act like you were so different. And she should call. You didn't call Tiffany. Lewis had both moments. Child, if he was, it's like, so you didn't call Tiffany, so don't act like it should be different. So they say no one, that's the boundary. So Kimmy said, before we said that, Kimmy said, all right, if you want Tisha to control her mom, y'all do the same thing with Mark. I said, oh, well, how Mark got here? But yes, I realized Mark was going off on social media just as much more than it was. And he just as much worse. Because he's unhinged. And even both going so when we said we can't control him, he do too much. We don't condone what he's doing. But we can't say nothing to him because talking to him is like talking to someone on the wall. We can't control him. So why you want to teach her to control her mom? And if she can't control him, and y'all can't control your brother, so what's going on here? And most of the time they say they gotta ignore him because we don't be telling him to go off. He be going off for anything and making something. It's like, what? So they're gonna have Mark in this episode next week. I said he had barely been on the show, and then y'all really gonna fight him over on screen? Okay. So Kimmy said, if you want to do that, you got to do something with your brother. Period. So now Mark got to get checked. And he said, oh, Mark is dangerous. He is. He is. Definitely dangerous. So check him just like you want Tisha to check Wanda. And y'all let him go off and go bad and talk bad-ish about some people here. And that's it. And they also say Wanda come after people, not provoke. She come at people first and provoke people first. And nobody doing anything to her. On behalf of your Tisha. And she came after most of everyone there. Martell, Melody, Kimmy, all that stuff. And you gonna sit here and act like she knows issue. So they all agree, let's make boundaries. The people who's outside the circle should be they're on social media or trying to do your best to make them stop. If they can't be around us. Not to events and anything else. And us as a circle will try not to go on social media with against each other. Now, lately, I haven't been seeing them on social media besides the Melody and Martell fiasco about him accusing Melody having 20 different babysitters, all that. So I said, damn, that ain't last long. But then I get into between those two because they always got this battle going on. But I haven't seen them between the original six go after each other on social media that I see lately. Only I saw lately was between those two going back and forth. Other than that, they haven't kept their promises so far. And we haven't seen Wanda lately on live. I know she did that little thing with Scotty. I didn't see that. I don't really care. She was still lying there. Or stuff like that. Other than that, we haven't seen her lately. And Mark, I don't care about him, so I don't know if he was going on or not. So. All right, that was Love Mammoth Huntsville, y'all. Anything else I missed before we move on Potomac? All right, let me get on this. Go to Potomac. Oh, I could have sworn up on Potomac. What the hell is this? Okay. We all knew next week that Melly gonna bring Kiki on the show next week. I said, "Oh, great! I want to see what Kiki gonna say." You know, Tisha gonna talk to her mom. Maurice and also gonna talk to Mark. And I forgot what else was gonna happen. That's the most key point of all. I mean, fight everyone except Mel and her family and keep storming. I hear that. Ciao. All right, Potomac, y'all. Oh, we got some things to talk about Potomac, y'all. So it started off with ended off last week. Candace talking to producer. This is my first thing of agitation. Candace talking to producer, Eric. Tell him what's going on. This fool said, "Why are you telling me?" Excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean why I'm telling you? You know that they were trying to put this in the lap. We can't control what they say. Pause. You may not control what they say in the end of the scene. Yeah. You might not control what they say on the scene. But y'all damn sure know what storyline will be put to the table. And sometimes y'all damn sure know what they're going to be discussed or not. Because sometimes y'all do plant what you want the person to say. So don't come in my freaking television and on my screen and tell us that you can't control what people say or not. Y'all do have control at some way, shape, or form. Y'all do. Let's not forget, in that dark season, y'all know what season I'm talking about. Y'all were trying to bring a rumor about some paternity of, not paternity, about Baby Chase and the paternity of that child to be somebody else, and Monique Ching, and production threw that whole thing out like that. It was not brought on screen. It edited the thing out. And they told y'all not supposed to talk about it. So don't tell me production don't have any part of what they need to say or not. So Evan, she asked you to come there because she knew y'all was going on with this bullshit. And she said, no, don't mess with me. Don't try me. If y'all was going to use someone, and exactly, I know people saying that, oh, she shouldn't have put Michael in it. I said the reason why she brought him, she must make an example. The person that could make y'all uncomfortable, y'all broke bread and sugar and tea and crumpets, hugging him, make excuses for him, apologize for him, and bring him around that he could, and he's shown acts of make you be uncomfortable, but y'all was okay with that. Her husband, who has been so nice to y'all, who have cooked for y'all, who makes y'all call y'all sisters and everything, and who haven't do anything to make y'all feel uncomfortable, and y'all want to do this freaking storyline here, not on my watch, not today. We're not doing that. Y'all have Michael Darby for that. And because most of his victims was male that he was touching behind, y'all didn't give a damn. But it was the females, y'all would be up in the wall. So y'all was making excuses for him, and y'all would let him by, and none of y'all ever said y'all was uncomfortable with him. But now Chris here, who have shown you nothing but love, and y'all feel like he's uncomfortable? What y'all doing? So Candace told Eric, I said, no. He said, well, y'all all say things about each other. Yes. Black, straight, and gay males. Yes. Y'all had better eye. Y'all didn't bat an eye when he was touching people, other minority, touching gay male. Y'all ain't bat an eye. Y'all when that felt uncomfortable. And he said creepy things. Sucking men in front of the wives, saying this and this, doing creepy things. Y'all was uncomfortable then. And y'all was breaking bread and breaking tea. Can we have a tea party? So Candace said she had to break the fourth wall. And she told him, listen, do not edit none of my shit out. Keep it all in. And I said, I know that's right. I know that's right. Whether you like her or not. Y'all know there was a dirty thing they trying to do with her husband. Dirty thing. She said, keep everything I said. Do not edit none of my breaking the fourth wall out. Keep it in. And she said, not playing today. Not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles. Not today. I hear that right. They said, you better say it. And you know, Giselle was on one, because after that scene ended, when Candace got up and walked away, Giselle was smirking. So she knew. And the only thing that backfired her behind, she thought that Candace would go rat-tat-tat and be the ghetto Candace that she wants, so she could use that against advantage, and fans would eat her up. She was waiting that Candace would give them that freaking low blow, low vibrational. Shout out to Coach Storm, whatever her name is. Antics. To showcase Candace, and everybody said, "Oh, here she go again, being maybe Germanic, doing all this and extent. That's what she can't control her anger. She can't do all this. You know, y'all know that was going to happen. She was waiting for that, but she didn't give her that. And she was waiting for that. She was waiting for Candace to curse her out in front of her. She was waiting for Candace to go off her character, and Candace said, "No, I'm not doing that, because I know what people are trying to do. I know she want. She want the other side of me. No, I'm gonna do the other way. What we told Candace about." And she walked away. She told producer, saying, "We ain't running with the story. I'm shutting this down. We're not running with the story. Go ahead, you can try to do what you want to, but keep my breaking the fourth wall in this edit. Do not edit nothing out. Keep it in." And she walked out. And she said, "Oh," she didn't say bye to the ladies. She said nothing. She just walked the F out. They said, "What happened to Candace?" And here goes Giselle. "Oh, everything's fine. I can I think everything like her, maybe her stomach was hurting." Oh, not knowing that you was the cause of why she upset. Now, this Robin and Wendy thing. Robin, listen, I agree with you some things, but what the hell you was doing this season? Not this season, this scene. What was all that for? Now, granted, I understand that you and Wendy don't get really get along like that, but let's not forget, Wendy came after you because you and freaking your other long necked giraffe ass bitch came at her and said she got no substance because she changed her body over a man. Y'all remember that? Y'all called she had no substance. Because she had a little makeover after having 3 kids and was looking for herself. Y'all told her she had no substance. So when she came back at you, even though when Ashley told, what happened? Well, Ashley told Wendy something, and then Wendy came to confront the group, and Wanda want to know what happened, and she went off on you. Yes, maybe it could have been displaced, but still at the end of the day, y'all was getting on her, so she came after you. So I get it, but all this aggression in this scene was uncalled for. Yes. was uncalled for. So Robin heard something different. And she said, oh, she didn't like when Mia said, oh, Yatu was the only one calling her liar. Yatu, no, that's not what Mia, that's what Wendy said. Wendy was like, oh, so is she the only one that thinks she's a liar, or all of us going to lie? That was she made. She said something like that. She was asking a question. What did she? There was the only two that called her, or everybody was calling you a liar, and Mindy answered the question. So she didn't even say, oh, Yatu. She didn't say it was Yatu. You were guilty. They said you called you a liar. I said no. And even with the hot mic moment, Wendy was still right, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute. Well, this is season 7. This is season 7. Wendy said when she saw me at the spring fling, she not straight called her a liar on her face. She said that she would give her the benefit of the doubt, let her hear her story, hear her out before we even make a judgment, because it could be something that could be really serious to her. It was a sensitive topic. It's something serious about having a big C or a big C scare, and let's hear her out. Even if she thought she was lying, or she was lying about the post, she not straight up said that she was lying in her face because she wanted to hear her out. I'll brace you. I'm sorry you're going through this. And how you feeling? That's what she did the scene. So Robin, all this, you trying to grandstand and make Robin making Wendy look like she was a liar or bad person. Like she was like, oh no, you be the two-faced it. And then a hot mic moment. And so, oh, everyone knows she's a liar. And yes, Mia is a liar. And you gonna tell me in a minute how the hell she lied so straight up when she went with Wendy? That was trash for you, Mia. And we all know Mia lies. But the fact that she lies so effortlessly like that, she's a pathological liar. Period. Period. So the hot mic moment did not prove Robin's case. It's kind of reinforced Wendy's case. Because Wendy did not say that Mia was lying in her face at the spring fling. She wanted to get the benefit of the doubt and see what it is. Even if she thought she lied, at the end of the day, that all your ladies thought that Mia Post was a suspect. But Giselle Dusty ass was the one that said in her face, oh, this is big C, no big C, and call her a liar. And that's why made an issue, because of Giselle's delivery. Not because y'all thought anything else. It's because her delivery. And that was the only issue in play. And then we got Robin getting up, walking towards Wendy. I said, what the hell is this? So where's the aggressive talk now, y'all? Because we all know Robin meant by like she always liked to do that. Throw her way loud, grandstand like she could do something. She was getting up, walking towards Wendy again. I was like, okay, what the hell? So Wendy said, sit down. Oh, y'all, she told me to sit down. So I'm going to sit down. But you sit down. If like we about it, you have to sit down. When you breaking the fourth wall to tell everybody, she told me to sit down, so I'm going to sit down. You know what's so tacky and petty of her to do? She having a fun day for her kids, right? Fun day for the kids. She invited all the ladies with their kids in front of Wendy's face and then asked Wendy to bring her kids. Now, granted, Robin and Wendy only care for each other. But it was tacky for you to invite the kids in front of her damn face and not invite Wendy's kids. Now, if you didn't want to invite Wendy's kids, why the hell you inviting all the kids in front of her damn face? You should have called everyone individually privately and asked them about coming to the kids, not in front of her face. So when he said that's a character flaw right there, to invite everyone the kids in front of me and not invite my kids, because at the end of the day, it's not about me. If you say something about the kids, why not invite my kids? Now, granted, I know some people, it's like, if you don't like me, why the hell I'm putting my kids around you? Because you might do something to my kids. That's a valid reason too. If you don't want me there, you not want my kids there. But at the same time, I understand like kids can be kids. So you might hate the adults, but you don't hate the kids, so let the kid go. So that was very tacky. Even though you like her, you could have still invited her kids. If you didn't want to invite her kids, you didn't have to do it in front of her face. If I were Wendy, I would say, okay, you can keep that. I don't care. It is what it is. All right, whatever. What the hell? Yes, about the courtesies act though, right now. Exactly. To do that distastefully in front of her face like that was messed up. That was messed up for Robin to do all that. Well, because I asked Mom to ask Eddie because those kids were on the team together. Exactly. But to do that in front of her face, invite all these kids in front of her face and not like Wendy because you got some under that some beef. And I said, granted, you and her beef is whatever. But to do that was tacky. It was petty for you. Read her. I was like, really, Robin? I was like, dumb. And you all mad with Wendy about something we're thinking Mia and Giselle made up. You know all that and Mia and Giselle made up. And Mia, you gonna say, oh, well, I never thought you would do that to me, Giselle. And I said, what the? Everybody's on this freaking long neck ass? Well, everybody's on her freaking cooch box. What's going on here? I think everybody knows that she's a production plant. So do right with Giselle, even though despite what the hell she do. I expect that from Wendy, but I didn't expect that for you. But Wendy was bracing you, and the one who did that in front of your face. Y'all gonna learn to go figure be friendly with Giselle. Y'all gonna learn. And that's what Candace said in her episode. She said, you know what? I got too comfortable. I said, we all told you, Candace. We all had a sign in front of a tweet every week. We tell you, Candace, do not trust Giselle. Do not be friends with Giselle because she's going to backstab you. We said with a t-shirt, sign, tweets, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, movies, videos, everything. We said everything towards your face. Candace, do not trust Giselle. She's going to turn against you. We said it. We said it. We said it. And you did it. You got too comfortable. She did try, but we all know Giselle's track record. She didn't like her like that. And now she reaping benefits because she's coming after you in a detestful, dumbass way by making your husband look like a predator. Really? And let me say this before everybody act like I'm biased, because I know everybody like to say, throw that B word around, act like you can't have a different opinion. Giselle has the right. What? Candace plus a Robin. Keep in mind, Candace stop trying to be friends. She did stop trying to be friends with her, but she still gave her chances. She should have completely stopped being friends with her or cut her off. But she was trying to be in a same crew as well. But now she realized she got too comfortable. Should have kept her foot in Giselle's neck. Even when we were in Union last year, she was all chummy for a little bit with Giselle. I said, why are you so chummy? Girl, no, we ain't doing this. But what I was saying. Yeah, she was trying to be her stop betraying her friend, but I think she was trying to let it slide and trying to get more friendly with her. But it backfired. Now she know. Now Giselle's dead to her. And I said, yes, keep your foot on her neck all season long and even season behind that. Depending on how long you've been in here. Don't give her no grace. No more. She's done. And let me say this. Like before everybody come in might say like this. Giselle has every right to be felt comfortable. Only because she didn't want to be in a room with another man. That's only the reason why she's uncomfortable. Not because what Chris did to her. Her uncomfortability is because she did not want to be in a room alone with another man or married man. That's fine. That's fine. You feel comfortable of the optics of what it looked like to be in a room with a married man by yourself. That's fine. But do not make it seem like he did something to you to make you uncomfortable when that's not the case. And that's the issue we have. You could be uncomfortable being alone in a room with a married man by yourself. You could be that. But don't make it seem like he did something to make you uncomfortable. When we keep asking what the hell you do, you say, he didn't touch me. He didn't say nothing inappropriate. He was talking about his wife based on how they treat his wife. When I told him to go find out the filming is happening, he immediately left the room. Whether the door was open or closed or not, he didn't do nothing to me. So if he didn't know none of that, he immediately left the room. He did all that. So how you uncomfortable? And he was trying to be a sneaky leak. He was trying to see if I was with it, but he didn't do nothing to make you seem like. I said, so if he did none of that, what make you think why you think that he make you uncomfortable? Besides the only fact that you felt uncomfortable because your own things to be comfortable with a man, the opposites of it. That's the only thing uncomfortable. So it wasn't about him. It's all about you. So you can be valid about your uncomfortability being in a room alone with a married man. But you are not valid by painting a story that this guy was preying on you. Like he will snatch your damn drawers off in that freaking room. And that's not what happened. So when you sit your ass and talk to Karen, who's actually an SA survivor, and try to spin the story so Karen can be on your side more, I would say, this is devious, girl. Devious. So even Karen would say, so what did he do? Did he make you feel uncomfortable? Did he say anything to make you feel uncomfortable? Did he touch you? How you go from having a conversation in your room to your words against his? What happened? What happened? Karen, I don't know why you say he needs to apologize though. Y'all explain to me why she asked Giselle that she told Giselle that Chris needs to apologize. I need to know that. Other than that, that's that. And then Giselle said, oh, I wish it's 7 days. Chris and Candace not call me, and I was hoping that she would call me to apologize with Chris. Really? You think after doing all of that, she will call you to apologize to you? If I were Candace, so I'm not apologizing to that long neck giraffe looking ass bitch. Absolutely fucking not. I wouldn't. I'm not apologizing ever. Y'all could crucify me. I won't apologize for shit. Look, Potomac got me cursing off the left and right, and I don't curse that much. And so with Mia. So Robin talked to Mia, right? Oh yeah, Giselle said Robin brought it to the group. I said Robin brought it to Mia. And Karen told Giselle, so you just had to bring it to the camera. Why you waiting to the camera? Why you didn't talk to the other camera? She said, I didn't bring it to the camera. I talked to Robin. Yeah, as you see what's everything going. Because she spin the story to make Karen on her side. She said, you didn't have to bring it to the camera. Why? You could have talked to off camera. And you didn't have to bring it to the group, Giselle. She said, I didn't bring it to the group. She said, I brought it to Robin. Robin brought it to the group. I said, no, Robin brought it to Mia. You brought it to the group that I put it in the freaking camera. So Mia talked to Robin, right? So here go Robin. What about the lumps? Like, come on. My lovely lady humps. What about the lumps? Camilla told the group that it's no big C. She just got some things on her body that they still going on. They got to remove. But it's no big C. They ruled it out. But she still have other stuff in her body. So she got some lumps. She got the biopsy, but she didn't get it removed. And she got one of her freaking behind that's still there. Also, because you got all the damn surgeries. You talk about, you had 50-11 surgeries last season. Y'all remember that? I got my eyes, I got my nose, I got my lips, I got my bow ties, I got a tummy tuck, I got all this, I got my chest done, I got my butt done, I got my pussy, I got all that done. Like I said, damn, how many surgery you had? Almost done, y'all. I know. I was like, damn, time like talking. Mental talking and ranting today. Yes, I am. But what I was saying. So me and was talking to Robin, talking about her lumps and everything. She said like that, and then she talked about, oh well, Giselle brought the story about Chris, and then she said, oh, I got something to add to that. So Robin said, you got a story? She said, yeah, at the spring fling, I know Chris was looking at me, staring at me all day, and he was kept staring at me because I keep seeing him, and he was staring at me for a while. And then the producers rolled the plate back, and he was nowhere staring at you at all. At all. He was not staring at you. So you put this lie out there that he was staring at you. So the light brights, what the hell y'all doing? The light brights edition, what y'all doing? Minus Cameron right now. But light bright edition, Ashley, she said she got a DM for Chris. Even wasn't no DM, it was a reply to a story that goes to your DMs. That's one. Giselle said she was uncomfortable because Chris did something to her to make her uncomfortable, even though he didn't do anything to make you uncomfortable. You was uncomfortable because of the optics of it all. Now Mia saying that Chris is looking at her all day. And I know she cleared it up on Twitter, or she tried to clear it up. She said, oh no, I just felt stares and everything. You know, I love you, Candy Girl and Chris and everything, but blame it on the margarita. I said, oh, so you gonna blame it on alcohol like you, Jamie Foxx? What was this? We didn't know you made the song. And Chris said, not cool at all. Because now you put him a lie that he was lying on you to go along to figure the story of Giselle and everybody. I was like, what? You know what? Y'all can have the Light Brights edition. Candace and Wendy, y'all should be, this will be your last season. Leave the show. Get already got Skylar off the show. Leave the show. Sharice is a friend of the show, so we shouldn't account. Get Sharice off. And y'all make the Light Bright edition. RHOP Light Bright edition and call it a day. So y'all want to be all rude and everything. Let everybody else go. Okay. Y'all can have that. Because I'm tired of all y'all. Lying or like really? What else happened? Oh, Ash go house hunting. Ash got a rude awakening that Chris, or not Mike, Michael talked to the freaking realtor, and the realtor talked to Linda, and everything's all taken care of. And Ashley was stunned about that. I said, she said, really? So producer said, oh, so you how you really feel that, you know, Michael was kind of possibly lying about his finances? Because Ashley was telling the realtor, she said, we didn't want to say that we separated because it could affect our process. But she said, oh, I know about that. Yeah, we talked to Linda, everything's so good. So you said you talked to Linda. So now she's thinking that, oh, Michael couldn't do that. I said, oh, that, everybody was telling you that he could do that. But no, you act like you was different. I love this energy, Liz. Thank you, boo. You was doing that. So now you realize he could be vindictive. I said, girl, what you think? Oh, well, I guess you got to talk to Michael and see what's up. And now he possibly lying behind your back. Okay, well, whatever. Move on for Ashley. Oh, yeah, Robin talked to Warren about the prenup. And Warren said, okay, go get the prenup. I make more money than you anyway. But this said, how do you feel when Warren said that? He said, he didn't say that. I said, Warren, Robin, he just said that. Good. The confessionals after you, so you must have to watch the show because confessionals is done after you film. So you sit down, you watch the episodes, and you make your comments. So you go sit there and say that scene and watch that scene and then act like he didn't say that or that's whatever. He said he make more money anyway, so get the prenup. He said, but why you didn't bring it up before? She said it is. He said, no, again, your mom brought it up or your dad brought it up, and you decided. You didn't bring it up yourself. Now why bring it up now? She said, I want to take my assets. He said, oh, okay. So he said, okay, so whatever you want to put it in, put it on the prenup. I decided, I said, I like you said she want to put everything that you're in it. Well, Warren, don't be no super fool and sign the thing you don't know what you're signing. You better look at that prenup. You better throw your whole life away. You think you're gonna sign some prenup because you tell her to put everything you wanted, and that's it. I said, oh, you just so crass. You don't want to do. Okay, whatever. But I do know, Robbie, you should give him the money back that you made him. You messed up his money. Give him the money back and pay him that money back. You making money now. Pay him that money back and y'all be good. But okay, whatever. So Wendy said her hair is falling out, and she want to know. The doctor said you stressed, and usually when you stress, the hair is the first one to go because that's the first line of defense. They don't need to go there. It pulls from that. So I said, "Yeah, Wendy, you gotta calm down. Now you want to be the restaurant with Pina Thomas, with Tricia? No, not with Tricia. Don't put no no man, no bacon, no egg, no cheese, no ham. Don't do that. Don't do it. And you want to open the restaurant on top of the stuff that you have? Your marriage is already on the locks. I'm not saying none of y'all that they all going to work. I'm just saying that it's put a strain in your marriage when your husband's telling you need to slow down and balance the stuff you have now, and then you try and stress yourself then by doing other stuff. And the money's too much. And then you got 3 little ones. Too much. And the restaurant business is not an easy business. Now, granted, you're only going to be 20% of it, but still, you still part ownership of it. So it's a lot of work. So, girl, you better keep that freaking candles in the commentary in the book and everything, and just do with that for now. And I know you still teaching, so you teaching, you still put in the commentary, you still doing the book, and you got the candles. That's 4 things in your plate, girl, and then all of them is taking your time. So, girl, and you want to add the restaurant on top of that, girl, you stressing yourself out. You're gonna be freaking bullheaded Wendy going soon, child. Oh, Karen and Ray, they had to sit down to get the print manicure. I gotta get that next week. Manicure. And Karen got her little thing. She said, "Oh, you insecure adjusted that under the." She said, "He said, well, you always have men looking at you, and men want you and saying you want them, and vice versa." I said, "Oh, okay, man." So you always say she had men always wanting her, and she was one of them, and vice versa. And she said, "Well, man, you can tell me you can have eye candy." He said, "Yeah," but Lauren said they always stay as candy. So mean to look but don't touch, basically. I said, "Oh, so what is this?" So now we get to find out that Ray always agreed to Cameron have eye candy. So Cameron, when everybody say you was out with some green eyes or something like that, and you was all up in arms, if it was agreement for you and Ray that you could have eye candy, why you was all pissed off about that? Oh, maybe because they was thinking that she was cheating on Ray and all that sort of thing. When they want to do tax problems and all that stuff. Okay, I understand why she probably was denying that. But still, girl, if you always had eye candy and Ray was okay with that, so why the hell you held them in? I said, okay, y'all. It's none of your business. But V and Ray made an agreement that I can have eye candy. So when I go out and you see me with someone else, mind your business, because Ray understands. All right? That's what it is. So Candace and Chris talk, and they sit down and they were trying to talk about what's going on. She said she think that she was failing already with the IVF process because it didn't take. And I said, stress causes that, so you gotta take time. It doesn't come easy. It don't go easy all the time. He said stress causes that, and she said, okay, I'm trying to eliminate the stress and all that stuff. And then Robin came through, and Chris was like, and she said, don't do that, don't do that. You can give me a hug. And this, I don't know. Because when you rock with the girl who called me, I was uncomfortable. And I do like, because Chris do that. Like, he don't hug them first. He wait for them to initiate, because he was like, listen, I don't got time for that. And then, yes, and that's another thing. So what was the uncomfortability, Giselle, when you was all hugging on him and trying to greet him at the spring fling? Because if somebody make you uncomfortable, you don't want to be around them, you trying to avoid them, but not go towards them. That don't make sense. So Robin said she don't agree with Giselle. She don't like the narrative he's putting out there, all that sort of that, because he never gives a reason that he's this way. He haven't given us a reason. And I would say, I don't hear that. And she said, listen, Giselle is done to me. Candace said that. She is done to me. And that's it. Because she said, I don't think she meant it that way. She said, she put it out there. She was talking to me like she was clutching her pearls, like he was snatching her drawers off. So now she's done to me. And she needs to take it all the way back. Take it back and run it back before me. For me, ever I'll give her a chance. Because after the day, she's done. She's done. And that's what she said. She gave Giselle too many. She was too comfortable with the girl. She was too comfortable. And because she thought, because she was cool with Giselle, or at least cool, Giselle wouldn't do that to her. I said, y'all notice that she come after every Faker family each season. Oh, I did forget that. Karen did mention that she had experience with one of the husbands of the friend group that hugged her so tight and everything and make her feel uncomfortable. And she said it happened 3 years ago, but she didn't want to say who the person is. I said, don't bring it up if you ain't going to say who the person is. So it's 3 years ago. Gordon came this last week because I thought it was G. Remember, he said, oh, you looking good, girl. You looking good, girl. All that. All last season. Y'all remember all that. So I thought it was him. But she said 3 years ago. He wasn't around 3 years ago. So I don't know what husband she's talking about. Y'all let me know who y'all thought she was talking about. Yeah. But that was Real Hot of Potomac. Yes, y'all, chill. How y'all feel about this episode? How y'all feel about any other shows I've reviewed today? And last minute thoughts before we get out of here. Look, I gave you 2 hours because I was like, listen, I couldn't do it my regular time yesterday, so I said, let me give y'all some today. So, don't forget, movie night is again on Thursday. Might add. Wait, Love is Blind come out the 26th, right? That's 26th is Wednesday. No, what's Thursday? 26th is Wednesday, 27th is Thursday. Yes, the 26th Love is Blind come out. So maybe when I come home, we can watch the next 3 episodes of Love is Blind on Wednesday night. Thursday night's movie night. Then Saturday night, we watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. No, I don't think it's coming on this week. I don't think it is. I think Huntsville and Family Fiancé is not airing this week. I gotta check. If not, I'll let y'all know. But that's it. And next Sunday, it will be on Mr. Talks again and Mr. Social Corner. Mr. Social Corner will be by Love is Blind, and Mr. Talks will be whatever shows is out this week, and we'll talk about it. I have started watching American Horror Story in this new season. Like, American Horror Story with me is like an up and down. I got a love and hate relationship with it. I started watching the new season, and it's okay. It's not bad. So, we'll see. I might do an overall view of American Horror Story if y'all want me to. And I do that. I feel entertained. Rest in peace. Oh yeah, I saw it this way. That's how I usually don't mention the rest in peace and stuff until I get confirmation. But it's been going around that he did die. So rest in peace to him, y'all. And that's it. But this is my review, y'all. So I see y'all all on Wednesday if y'all come through for the afternoon watch along of The Oval and Cherish the Day, and then the evening of Wednesday night on Love is Blind. And Thursday night will be the Chucky series, season 1, the next 4 episodes. And then I see y'all next week for Mr. Talks and Mr. Social Corner. That's without further ado, I appreciate all of y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for coming through. Auntie Momo, CM, and Jade Off. And thank you for everybody who's been watching The Bushes and Dominique. Replay game, please. Let me know how y'all feel. Like the video. Make comments down below. Tell me how y'all feel about the episodes. Anything I missed on the episodes, y'all put it down in the comment section, and I will respond based on your opinions and everything. And so other than that, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this review because I was giving a little bit, especially with the last 2 shows. And without further ado, have a good night and peace out.